Sketch a graph of the following piecewise defined function. Make sure to indicate the location of open and closed circles at all boundaries between two pieces of a function. If two pieces connect, you only need to put a closed dot in that location. Okay, so let's see. We have a constant function at -2 on the interval up to -1. That's pretty straightforward to plot, so let's go ahead and take care of that. So up to -1, but including -1, on a y value of -2. So that's what that piece looks like. And then we have another constant function. That's pretty easy, so let me just go ahead and do that too. So where x is greater than 1, we have a y value that starts at 1 but doesn't include it and stays at a constant of 1. It's just this middle section that I need to fill in. Okay, so where x is between -1 and +1. So what I'm going to do, the easiest thing, you only need 2 points to draw a line. So let's just figure out where this line is for each of these points. So if I plug in -1, I get -2. So -1, -2. And if I plug in +1, that's going to be 0. So 1, 0. All right, and this first point is not included, so I'm going to use an open circle. The second point is included, so I'm going to use a closed circle. So -1, -2. If you'll notice, I've already got a point there. You can plot an additional open circle on top of it, that's fine, or you can just leave it as is. It doesn't really matter. The system understands what you mean. So that point's actually already taken care of. And then 1, 0. So that's located right there. So this line right here, this portion of the line, will look like that. And there's my piecewise defined function. Now to enter that in the homework, we'll just follow the same sort of system using these segments, lines and rays, and our dot tools. So starting with the first piece, -1 on the x, -2 on the y, and then a ray extending to -infinity. Then we have an open circle at 1, 1, and it's a constant function of 1. And then we had a closed circle at 1, 0, and a segment connecting these 2 points right here. Now, that right there is perfectly fine. You can enter this into the system and it will give you credit because it says you only need to put a closed dot in the location where there's 2 points that actually exist there. So if you'll notice, it gave me credit for that. But in addition, if I happen to have put an open circle there as well, it really doesn't matter. It's still going to count it as correct. Either way is just fine.